on the block with the chopstick. No, I'm not Blueface, but niggas know I mop shit. Blah, 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 cause he talking out. Blah, 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 he ain't walking out. Just the other day, another nigga I was marking out. Uzi on demand, we ain't never gotta talk it out. Baby, what you asking, what's your question? I'm dangerous in the field and I love wearing fashion. Tusi get it crockin' if another homie lacking. F&N lay him down or he tracking. Same nigga dissing on the neck, say he ramping. I go on a murder spree like Manson. Chopper hit a nigga arm, leg, now he dancing. Put a nigga on 1,000,000 hits, now he trending.
I don't trust no mark, no hoe, no bop, no op, no bitch, no blop blop. I get in that mode so fast, so his ass for the cop don't make me hit you with the blop blop way.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young Ant Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'ma bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Ant Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Young King, T.I.'s son. So, I think that was yesterday. I dropped a segment about T.I.'s son being incarcerated and him being attacked. And it was so funny, the stupidity that came in form of the chat and talking crazy, telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. It's not T.I.'s son that's in jail. It's Tootie Raw, it's Boosie's son that's in jail and stuff like that. And both of these men are in jail. Both of these guys that went down for firearm, and both of these guys in jail. And I was correctly right when I said that T.I.'s son was assaulted. But I guess that you guys that fancy yourself private eyes on this internet, because y'all didn't get the news or y'all didn't hear nothing about it, it was fake news and or I was just talking to be gospeling. Funny, but I had to get it from somewhere. But as always, with people who hops out there and choose to use these derogatory names in an assault on your character, when in actuality, the descriptions they be giving is of self. So, however, back to the story of T.I.'s son being attacked. I covered it, and I'm covering it again because of the elements that's being spoke on social media. So I made the comparisons with what's my guy name? Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is on the PC yard in California. I don't know how it go in Georgia State. I don't know when you go in Georgia State or Georgia County Jail by you being a celebrity or your parent being a celebrity. I don't know if they give you the liberty of choosing whether to go beat PC or beat on mainline. But the recent troubles that King have been into, the thuggish behavior he been following behind, me, I see King going in there like, man, put me in general population. Don't put me with no PCs. However, this end resulted in this guy being hurt because he don't know the dynamics of jail, nor have he been to jail. His father, T.I., it's a different story. You know, T.I. did some federal time, probably been through some county jail. We didn't hear nothing about T.I. T.I. time was done. He was out. You know, he had a mishaps doing what Tiny tried to come through and get cracking for him and stuff like that. But however, it's a different game with his son. It seemed like his son got caught up in the jail politics of trying to seem cool or be cool. It seemed like the veterans, the vets of the jail, and got up on him and basically was like, hey, what's up? Can you get that pack in here? What's up? Bring that pack in here. And it's like he agreed to something that he couldn't follow through with and or had to back out on. And or if he brought it to his father, T.I., I'm pretty sure T.I. tripped on him like, boy, I don't know what is going through your mind, but we ain't about to do none of that. So we about to get into this content, and you already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
The details leaking out from behind those Georgia prison walls sound like something straight out of a gangland thriller. According to reports, King was left clinging to consciousness after being jumped in his block. Guards scrambled to pull him away while chaos erupted all around them, forcing an emergency lockdown. Sources say he was rushed under armed guard to the prison infirmary, his face bruised and swollen, his body barely moving.
What speaks without ever saying a word? Skin. Dime is a...
Staff had to fight to restore order as a full-blown melee broke out, leaving multiple inmates injured. And for anyone assuming this was just a random fight or some routine initiation gone wrong, think again. The whispers say this wasn't spontaneous. This was a targeted hit. Inmates allegedly turned on King in what some are already describing as a vicious, calculated ambush. Some believe it was payback for his constant flaunting of wealth and privilege, while others think it was a warning shot, a chilling reminder that behind bars, fame means nothing, and weakness makes you prey.
So him being arrested isn't really like the shocker, it's him coming out and his, I guess, reaction to it, right? Because everybody's saying, King, you grew up privileged, bro. Why are you going down this path? Now he's talking about F the police, F12, so, you know, it just, he...
As the news spread, the internet exploded. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok lit up with reactions. Some users expressed genuine shock and sympathy, but others mocked him, saying King had finally met the real world and couldn't handle it. The Harris family, meanwhile, is said to be in full panic mode, scrambling for answers as whispers grow that this may not be the last time King is targeted. Social feeds lit up like wildfire, flooded with live commentary, wild speculation, and, inevitably, a storm of conspiracy theories. The first wave of unconfirmed rumors pointed straight at ongoing conflicts with other inmates. One source close to the Harris circle whispered that King had been marked for humiliation weeks ago, targeted not by chance, but by design. Another insider tied to prison staff insisted King was already a pariah inside those walls, resented for both his family's fame and his own loud attempts to stand on business like he ran the yard. Inmates who spoke anonymously claimed they'd warned him to watch his back, saying he was too loud, too proud, and way too soft for that world. Empty talk anymore. They turned into brutal action. The Harris family's response? Full-blown emergency mode. We're hearing T.I. hasn't slept since the attack. He's been making desperate calls to attorneys, politicians, and anyone who might hold even the slightest influence over the Georgia Department of Corrections. One Atlanta source claims Tip has already offered to write any check, make any promise, even sign NDAs if it means getting King out alive before it's too late. It's almost surreal to imagine the self-anointed King of the South brought to his knees, but that's exactly what's happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Tiny has reportedly locked herself in a separate war room, coordinating publicists, lawyers, and media allies. And in private, the couple's famous unity is starting to crack. Sources say the arguments between T.I. and Tiny have become explosive, with each blaming the other for how their son ended up in this nightmare. Friends close to the family aren't even sure anymore whether T.I. and Tiny are fighting to save King or just fighting each other, all while their son's life hangs in the balance.
Alright, so for the haters in the back and the trollers in the front, I already knew what I was talking about from the whole time. I'm not going to just get on here and cover some content that I don't understand or grasp or understanding for. So as y'all see, this little dude is in jail, and I got some other footage that I could put up here and play of how he went to jail. So this dude was stopped. He was stopped driving around. It looked like, if I'm not mistaken, he might have been in a lamb truck, but he was in something that was like 100,000 or better. He gets stopped by the police. Police stop him, put up on a car. He let the police know he got fire on him. Man, like, I got it on me, man. It's one in the head. Police, you know what I'm saying, remove it off his waist. You know what I'm saying? He trying to tell the police it ain't got no safety on there. You're going to have to drop the clip out and then jack it out the head. Police like, look, I don't want to do all that. I'm going to just set it on the ground. Police ask him a few questions, run his name. When they run his name, they see that he already had a warrant. You know what I'm saying? He already had a warrant out. They snatch him up, take him in. I don't know if he ever got out from after that footage, but from my understanding, I'm thinking that he's been in jail since then. However, T.I., to a degree, you know, he wanted to be a stern parent, and he's playing hardball as he should, because you ain't had a privileged life. You ain't even got to get out here and be on nothing thuggish, ruggish bone. This ain't been laid out for you. You got the blue carpet treatment laid out for you. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to go to school and major in something, this dude could have been anything he wanted to be and had the money and backing behind him. But he seemed like he wanted to live out T.I. raps, or be a thug, or be who he thought his father was before his father, you know what I'm saying, came up in the hip-hop community. Now he riding around with guns. We've been seeing the video of him and Tootie Raw, you know what I'm saying, with Boosie. I'm thinking all that was a play, you know what I'm saying. I did some content on that. There was some content probably about 4 months ago where Tootie Raw and T.I.'s son King did a video, and they was out there, you know what I'm saying, flashing, blick and all that, and T.I. and Boosie had to come on set like, man, what y'all doing, man? This ain't cool, and blah, blah, blah. I thought it was a play, but obviously it was something real, you know what I'm saying? Because as we see, both their sons have been incarcerated and took down. And as they saying, man, T.I.'s son might have been targeted. And of course, if you a veteran vet, you know what I'm saying? Not all veteran vets, but like if you a veteran vet of a certain cloth, you know what I'm saying, that got some grime in you, or I don't even say got some grime in you, because like only the strong survive, you know, and it's a lot of people that's manipulative, you know what I'm saying? They see a celebrity kid coming here, they know he ain't been in jail, he fake trying to thug, snatch him up, get him under the wing. Hey man, what's up, bro? Bring it in here, bro. We trying to get it cracking. Oh, all right, for sure. Then when he seen that he didn't have no way of getting it in, he had to back out, and it seemed like from there, they whooped him out, you know what I'm saying, as if they were sending a message to T.I., or as if, you know, they was going to make him reconsider or think to get the contraband in, or just, you know what I'm saying, whooped him on the basis of like, hey, you lied to us, you know what I'm saying, you didn't stand no business, so we whooping you out. So with T.I. trying to be this staring parent and trying to show his son that he ain't ready for jail, he don't want to be in jail, it's also, you know what I'm saying, putting T.I. at a state of alert, because now you got Tiny, which is this boy mama. You already know moms ain't going for none of that. She's definitely gonna feel some type of way with her baby being hurt, and definitely gonna get at T.I. Bro, you need to pull some strings and figure something out, and it looked like that's what's going on. So let's get into the rest of this content, and you already know it's the Hef Way and the Hef Effect. We're gonna commentate.
Is now unraveling under the weight of crisis.
I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for Family Hustle. Right. That does come with some, you know, it's some adversity. Mm-hmm. It's some adversity to come with that. People get in your bed.
Yeah. But here's where things get even murkier. Whispers are spreading fast that this attack wasn't about some petty disrespect or random beef. Rumor has it there was a failed contraband deal inside the facility, and King may have either refused to play ball or, worse, tried to finesse the wrong crew. In a place where loyalty is currency, that kind of move can get you marked. So what really happened? Was this just a heated disagreement that spiraled out of control? Or was King Harris deliberately targeted by inmates who felt betrayed? Sources tied to the investigation claim there's evidence he was set up. According to them, King was lured to a specific corner of the prison where at least 3 men jumped him, all while surveillance cameras mysteriously went dark. The Department of Corrections denies any glitch, but insiders aren't buying it. As one of T.I.'s former road managers put it, it's Georgia. Cameras break when they need to break. That's all you need to know. Meanwhile, King's condition is still unstable, and family tensions are boiling over publicly. We've seen the Harris clan close ranks before, but never like this. Fans haven't forgotten the explosive headlock moment at that Falcons game when T.I. put King in a chokehold live on Instagram after yet another bitter argument about his upbringing. "You are embarrassing yourself and your family," Tip told him, as security scrambled and Tiny tried to calm things down. At the time, many thought that was King's rock bottom, but this prison ambush makes it clear things can go even lower. Now, with King lying on a hospital bed and the Harris family's dirty laundry blowing across the internet like wildfire, it's becoming clear that infamous Falcons game fight was just the dress rehearsal for something far uglier. The stakes are no longer about family pride, they're about survival.
Most men don't know this, but ED medication, it has 2 essential ingredients, and if you're taking either...
I graduated. That's the only good thing they posted of me going viral. I'm not on the media's good side. I don't know why, but it ain't.
Inside prison walls, the climate for King was never safe. But lately, insiders say it turned downright toxic. Multiple sources reveal he was taunted constantly about his parents' infamous scandals, including the lingering cloud of those human trafficking allegations that continue to stalk T.I., Tiny, and by extension, King himself. It didn't help that King reportedly fueled the fire himself. He allegedly tried to flex for social media, even behind bars, calling out rivals and hyping his image as Atlanta's next big thing. But the older prisoners weren't impressed. "We're not here for the reality show," one ex-inmate told us bluntly. "We don't care who your daddy is. If you don't pay what you owe or you run your mouth, you get handled." That's the rule of law inside. And now King is paying the price. On the outside, T.I. is playing every card he's got left. Sources say he's threatened to go public with explosive complaints about conditions in the facility, while at the same time, his team is quietly shopping sympathetic stories to friendly media outlets. The goal? Shift the blame away from King and point it squarely at a corrupt system, a classic move straight out of the celebrity crisis playbook. But is it too late to save him? That's the question haunting everyone watching this unfold.
All right, so look, man. So basically, you know, the internet is gonna be the internet, and celebrity news is gonna be celebrity news. Some stuff gonna be true, some stuff gonna be false. So basically, a lot of people, or they had some inside source that's saying that he was lured into a corner. When you lured into that corner of the jail, obviously these dudes are some vets of the jail and they already know how it go. The cameras is not even looking in that area, or it's a blind spot. Every jail have them, it's a blind spot unless you just in Fort Knox. A lot of jails, cameras can't cover every angle. Some of these places you find blind spots under the stairs or wherever the case may be. But it looked like they lured him into the blind spot and put the beat down on him. So with them putting the beat down on him, a lot of people are saying that this might have been something that was staged. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make it seem like it was a message being sent to T.I. or something, or maybe he might have been in the debt. I don't know if the little dude smoked weed or not, but he could have been in there and maybe wanted to buy some weed, or somebody put him in a twist. Like, that's one thing about jail. You gotta watch out, man, because you could be placed in a twist. And you ain't gotta be a punk. You ain't gotta be a sucker. You could be a solid dude. They get placed in a twist because you don't understand what's going on, or your mind clouded, or your judgment just ain't right. And just like in this little boy, you know what I'm saying, situation, you know what I'm saying? He wants to walk around, ride around, you know what I'm saying, in these $100,000 cars with the fire on them, the stuff he rapping about, you know what I'm saying? He wants to be belligerent, you know what I'm saying? He basically don't want to listen to any of the values that T.I. installed into him. Because one thing I can say, like doing family value and watching this dude grow up, T.I. installed a gang of values into these guys, you feel me? And like really raised these guys right. The public can watch these guys be raised. So it's like the gangsterism and the stuff you seeing, like the description doesn't match. And so just like when you hear this type of stuff and him falling victim in jail, man, it's a cold and crazy game, because he think it's a game, and everybody think they thugging. You thugging when you got that fire, or when you not. You thugging when you living good, you know, you're not under arrest and stuff like that. You know, you riding around with that fire, you feel me? But, you know, that got him in trouble. And, you know, the crazy thing is, right, I'm just sitting right here contemplating, thinking, man, it's crazy how you have people that come from poverty, you know what I'm saying, that's just, you know, wish that they had a gold spoon in their mouth, and just, you know, wish to be raised by parents that had money, and wish to be the places this guy probably has traveled and been to, and all he wants to do is be a thug, you know what I'm saying? And the people who have the gold or silver spoon born to in their mouth, you know what I'm saying, they want your lifestyle. They want the lifestyle of somebody that's thugging that came from poverty, you know what I'm saying? Seem like these people want to trade places out here. But with him wanting to trade places, it led to him being in a hospital room. They saying that, I don't know if that's cap, but they were saying that he was unresponsive for a minute, or he got beat bad to where, you know, he's in the intensive care unit, you know, and it could have, you know, cost him his life. And he is a little dude. He's little. I don't know if he has any training, if his daddy put him in any training, boxing, martial arts, anything like that. But, you know, this is the result, you know, of wanting to live the fast life and thug, man. So, you know, hopefully he come out of there. When he do come out of there, hopefully he have a change of heart and a change of mind. With that being said, we're going to conclude that there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail.
Keeping it real and showing love, absolutely free. Still some of the hardest shit for a lot of you bitch ass niggas to do. So if you ain't a bitch ass nigga, let me see you keep it real and show me some love and share this post right here, cake ass nigga.